Okay, it's time for another good RPG story time. Nice and relaxing, overthrowing government lords. But before I get started, I have our whole cast here now on the starting screen. And I'm gonna go over them from right to left because then they're not in name order anymore. It is Maya, our sword fighter. Her pose is based off of Yuri from Vesperia. We have Sonia, our hand-to-hand combat. Her pose is based off of Farah from Eternia. Kalani. Their pose is based off of Tyr from Tales of the Abyss. They're the healer, but they'll kick your ass anyway. And filling the role of caster, though like everyone's sort of a caster in a way, is Star at the very end, our archer. Probably the most caster type. Yeah. It's not a finished image, but they're all presentable now, and that's what's important. Because we have a party of 4 now. Not a full party yet, but no, not new game. I'm gonna explode. What? The thing I don't ever trust about RPGs these days is when they give you a continue and a load game. Because I don't trust what continue is going to do. It's probably going to do one of the autos. I don't know which auto you're doing.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is now suddenly safe to rest here. We're going to do a survey? And Sisladen for begging.
Yeah!
Well, if you're out gathering opinions from townspeople, I got something for you to pass on to them silver swords. Tell them to let us merchants start trading freely already. Bright eyes are gone, so I don't see what the holdup is. Is there a holdup, or do you just think there is because no one has told you otherwise? I mean, between you and me, our neighboring realm, Calaglia, they said they got liberated shortly before we did, right? While we're over here freezing our butts off waiting for things to open up, we could already be well underway developing their trade. Make sure you tell them that. I don't want us getting left behind in the competition. Girl, I need to move my thing out of the way. Of course that's gonna happen. Mice. I can see everything. Yeah, we just finished liberating Sisladen. And Lol's wanting to do things to help out before we move on. We've been getting side quests from Bragan, leader of the Silver Swords, since it turned out Menik was a faker and was actually the Lord Ganabelt. So after getting indignation like 4 times, we kicked his ass. Right, I keep forgetting you can run. And we have this cool Danon suit of armor for Alpha. We don't need to keep this suit of armor if we don't want it. We can always go back to this. Midnight. The ocean blue one, but a little better. I'm gonna do this for a bit. Pretty cool. Anything else got anything cool? She has all costumes. Well, matches her with her. And no. You can be a up dog. Good. Fine. What would I change about Sisladen, you ask? Well, there's one thing that comes to mind. The execution platform in the central plaza. You really prioritize getting rid of that. Every time I come across that thing, I just feel myself tense up. You understand why, right? Just looking at it puts me on edge. Also, I like adjusted the volume slightly last time. I was listening to last time, and my voice was getting drowned out by all the yelling and that. So, we know if that's still happening. You're asking people what they want out. You're asking people what they want out Cisliden. Out of Cisliden. And it can be anything at all? Well, in that case. There's that whole underground prison system beneath Ganabel's old manor, remember? I, was locked up there. I don't care what you do to get rid of it. Bury it, blow it up, whatever. Just make sure that place can never be used as a prison again. What if I go in there and blow up Orthos?
Did we get everything?
Yeah, let's report back to Bregan.
I think I checked to see if I could do, but... Can I fast travel right to Bregan's house? I can.
We finally made it.
I see.
The people want the execution platform gone. I definitely can't blame them for that.
All right.
Merchant's got a good point, too. We should definitely prioritize that as well. Problem is what to do about the underground prison complex. Believe me, when I say I want to that place sealed off as much as anyone, there's a lingering resident there that's making things difficult. Ooh. Talking about Azul? Yep, it's locked up in a cell at least, but everyone's too afraid to go inside prison with it around. If we get rid of it, then problem solved, right? You do that for us? I feel bad always asking you folks so many tough favors. Here are the keys to the cell. That thing is big and nasty though, even by Zoogle standards, so watch yourself in there. Not going to do that yet. I want to head back to Calagria for a few things. Do I actually? You know what? I should check. I should check that. We have a lot of XP to go with. There's some, I think. No, there isn't anything in Alforce. We already went there. Fashion Control. New arms. These are all Calaglian subquests that we are still looking at. So yes, I do want to go there before I do anything else. Let me see. Eurus, no. There might be some stuff over here in Messia 420. Check out too, so I'm gonna, I'm just gonna go search for side quests.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Our item. Yeah, we had a rough battle. I already did some shopping, I think. Why did you face me towards the forest I just came from?
Stay sharp. We're
Girl.
going in.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
I have been playing way too much Sonic Frontiers because I am trying to mash the dash button to go faster. Hard to believe how bright the day is. Is this normal in other parts of the world? I don't get how they deal with it. I'm already getting sunspots in my eyes. Yeah, stop looking at the sun. That's my pro tip for this. Just like everything hidden in the darkness has come to light at once. Even the things that I'd rather not see. Frankly, I wish I could close my eyes to it. I wish people had something insightful to say. Let's see, it's over this bridge. Anxious people, little kids. We can milk the cow. The disappeared people stopped being disappeared, right? Yes, that's right. It's not all of them, but I'm glad some of them made it back. Everyone can live together in peace now, right? Yes, I certainly hope so. To milk it from this side, that is only proper. Or if you... Milk times 1. Beautiful. Brilliant. I can say whatever I want now. I just wish I knew what I wanted to talk about. How about the things you weren't allowed to say before, like talking about the snake eyes? I don't want to talk about them. How about the hero that beat the Lord? Ooh, I know about that. He lit the sky on fire with a flaming sword and everything turned all bright. I don't think that's what happened. Oh, he's so happy. You came back alive. That's good enough for me. I still can't believe it myself. I never imagined we'd all be together again. Yes, I know what you mean. It's a dream come true. It's that guy that told us to kick the Lord's ass, and I brought his mom and sibling back. Okay. I'm glad I talked to random folks, which I haven't been doing like the whole time. Let me check the cabin.
Okay, off we go.
This back on.
I hate camping out.
Then don't, Xion.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Does she say that whenever we enter a place that's not founded by Zoogles? Not going back through Olven Grotto. Maybe I could, though. I still haven't gotten that Giganto. I don't know, it doesn't feel worth it. Gates of fire, trenches of flames. I've gone in there, but I don't think we can. Oh no. Cycle through themselves. Means I have to go all the way back here if I want to go any further into Calaglia.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Sure felt like it did to me. I doubt anyone's gonna have anything to say about this cool armor. I'm wondering if anyone's gonna recognize Law.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh, really? The Hootie in here. Maybe I'll deal with that later.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I see a new side quest. What level are we now? 16?
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
You felt that from up here? That's the person I should have asked for information earlier. Oh, there he is.
Yeah!
Unless my eyes deceive me, I think that's the blazing sword I see. How have you been, man?
Hey,
You really don't have to call me that, Grinner. You look like you've got your hands full. Sure you've got time to chat? Oh, I'm on break, you know? All well and good that we Crimson Clothes have taken it upon ourselves to start developing Calaglia, but I'm telling you, I've had it up to here with people and their damn problems.
just great.
Sounds like they're keeping you busy.
Hey!
Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. I can't catch 40 winks. I dare say things were almost easier before we kicked Bright Eyes out. That's... Don't even. Okay, not really. But you know what I mean. Actually, can I ask you folks a favor? One of the things we're struggling with right now is a housing shortage. We've gotten by until now cramming people into shacks. What I really want is to give every family their own home. Problem is, there aren't many places around here that can withstand the elements. But you know what might? The abandoned village of Iglia. If we could use there we'll be back in business. So can I ask you to check out and see if it's suitable?
Good.
Sure thing. I'm happy to do what I can to lighten your load.
What?
Elfin, the area is Zoogle Central, so don't expect it to be a walk in the park. Sorry to give you yet another thing to do, but I appreciate it. Cool. Where is that? That would be like a place on the map we wouldn't have been able to access before. Yeah, prioritize that. Where are we going?
Is this your idea of atonement?
I never put much thought into what would come after liberation.
Don't expect me to help you with this sort of thing in the future.
Oh, you'll help. Iglia Wastes. Oh, it's around where we... This was a village? Where the I need to go up here anyway, because this is where all the dogs are. Dogs. Golems. Did this guy get new clothes yet? Doesn't look like it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I know what I want. Now I just have to go out and find it. Sure. These kids have to say. Hurry, hurry! Let's try over there. Find the fire. Guess these are healthy. Just
That
kinda
looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
run down.
No choice.
Fires of passion coursing
Drag
through
it
the
down!
power of
I'm like bait to them.
How about this? Great. Next.
These little ones are...
Less talking, more pummeling. A lot of it's buried, but some of it could still be usable.
Only if we drive off the Zoogles, though.
And we
Is
get,
the area worth the trouble?
get the mushrooms out of
I
it.
suppose we won't be running out of work anytime soon.
A person! Got some mean zools locked up further ahead. We're keeping a close eye on them to make sure not a single one breaks loose. There we go. Spotted cat ears. Okay.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
I know who needs to have cat ear. Call me predictable. I think in the Sandy Ravine there's...
I think it's safe to rest here now.
there's some more of those golems. Did I even get, like, a stone fragment from that second one? Thank you. You're not gonna tell me?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, Alpin, did you check out the village?
Sorry.
I hate to say it, Granner, but the place is busted. The place is a bust. There's not much of it that can be used, and it's swimming with Zugos. I should have known. I had a feeling that was the case, but I had to try.
Damn it.
Got no other lead on things are just mad as ever. We're at the end of our ropes.
Hey.
I feel you, Granner. Well, you know, I realized something earlier. You could never have imagined people coming up to you asking for help and trying to make things better before we liberated Calaglia, right? Well, now people are able to do that. I think that's a sign of just how free people are now, don't you? The fact that people will get the chance to improve their lives is thanks to the freedom they now enjoy. It might be tough to deal with now. This is just a bump in the road to a better life. Easier said than done, I know. You get what I mean. You know what? You're right. This isn't something to complain about. That's our blazing sword. Always the wise one. I told you. Call me Alphen already. But I'm glad you're feeling better about it now.
Gotcha.
Totally. If we can get through this, it'll make Calaglia a better place to live in the long run. Thanks for letting me vent, man. Mind if I come to you again if I need to talk about stuff in the future?
Right.
Not at all. You sounded like that's the reason you wanted to get out of Calaglia for a bit.
You seem happy for someone who just went on a wild goose chase.
Hey, when you're free, there's no need to sweat the small stuff.
Oh, it's no skin off my nose. But if we're done here already, can we get back to our mission?
Oh. You're gonna learn to be a friend.
Target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Didn't give me a stone fragment. I might be done. Let me just... I kind of just blasted through this area the first time. So I am gonna put a little more effort into finding that out. Probably gonna just go right back to Sisla then. Okay, fine.
No choice.
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you. Easy peasy, ha hoodle.
Self-motion stuff. What is this? Is this from the explosion earlier? At the bridge? Did it just set an infinite fire that's never going to go out? Huh. No apparent out. No reason to be.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
No, that's the weird thing, though. There wasn't a point where Hoodle came out to be like, ah, it's close. I wonder if there's a... just an area I've never... Oh, it's probably up here. I just didn't look very closely because there was a
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
big zoogly boy up there. Oh. Near here. I don't hear anything hooting. Or hollering. There it is.
Out of our way!
Burn!
I never miss!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest
I owe
of
you
them.
one.
Wow, someone...
Woohoo! This could be useful. Woohoo!
Bugtail. Right.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Right, I also wanted to see if anyone recognizes law. Which means I need to actually
I
talk
think
to
it's
people.
safe to rest here now.
You did great back at Boss's castle. Now, our fallen comrades here will finally be able to... should be able to finally rest in peace. Finally able to eat in peace. Not coming back, is he? You were in the battle too, weren't you? You know what happened to him? Anything. Please, I have to know. Ooh. Those bastards thought they could kill me. They were wrong. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Oh. Oh, you must be old Iron Mask, huh? So, that's what you look like. Good to know. Because of you, I was able to rest and now my injuries are mostly healed. I hate that I couldn't help with the raid, though. Sorry about that. Don't you worry. I plan on working even harder for all our fallen friends and comrades who can't be here to celebrate. Neat. We did it, we're free, and we don't have to hide it and be hidden. Can't rely on you guys so much for food after time, so I'm going to try and make as much as I can on my own from here on out. Good for you, I'm sure you'll be able to make it work. Not interested anymore. There's a lot I can say about Zephyr right now, but I won't. I'll just continue to carry on his will and do my best to help revitalize Calaglia. It's a great thing to do, and I know it's what he would want. I always knew it was possible in the back of my mind that we would one day lose Zephyr. But now that it's actually happened, I can't believe it. I mean, Zephyr? Can it really be true? He's like a father to us, and a friend you could always count on. Leader, a mentor, great warrior. You don't know how many nights I've dreamt that this day would come. Thanks to you. Thank you too so much. So much. Ilsa, you got anything to say? I heard about what happened to Zephyr. It sounds like you guys have been through a lot. Listen, everyone at the Crimson Crows understands the risks. We don't hold anything against you. Don't beat yourself up too much, okay? Please? Okay. Wow. Might as well stop at Moscow, right? Are people still living in Moscow?
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Aha! Doc
Well,
is in trouble.
Let's see what they have to say. Oh!
Hey, you often? Why are you still bumming around these parts? I know I said you were welcome to come back here when you need a rest, but this is a bit soon for a reunion, don't you think?
I guess.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does look like I'm taking it a little too easy. To be honest, I'm feeling a little lost on what to do right now.
Alright!
Well, in that case, why don't you help me out a bit? There's always so much to do out here. There's no time to worry about things. For instance, I'm running low on pepper and could use some more. I use it in my medicine as well as to help preserve my food. And I think, and if you help me with that, it'll get rid of it'll get rid of all your troubles guaranteed.
How's this?
If that's what you need, we've got some of it for ourselves. Is this enough for you? Oh, it's exactly what I was looking for, thanks. Could you wait there for me? I'm going to whip up a special recipe with it, just for you.
How's this?
Well, what do you think of my very own kebabs?
Wow.
They were the best meal I've had all year. I didn't realize you were such a good cook, Doc. I have a feeling they'd be right up your alley. I had a feeling they'd be right up there. The secret to them lies entirely in the pepper. I'm more than happy to teach you the recipe so you can cook it for yourself on the road.
Thanks.
That'd be great. Thanks, Doc. Always worth a recipe. Always.
I was wondering why she'd gone quiet. She's still eating.
Okay. That's one way to triangulate. Aha!
Hoo.
Monocle.
Hoo. Hoo.
Excellent.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Now that would be funny. Amazing, we don't have to mine for fuel, just for Renan to burn it. We can burn it ourselves. As if we really need to, because there's so much fire. Oh, lookout towers, huh? How well they got over. I got the treasure chest. Okay. I'm satiated. You go here, don't I? There is an owl.
I think Hoodle senses something.
God, there was a... I've been back here, right? I've been all over this. Where might the owl be? Guess you don't find the things you're not looking for sometimes, huh? Alright, let's fight Orthos. Map is only marked with the owl once you have actually found it, which probably is accurate. What one would expect. It's literally the same distance you get here from either side. I don't wanna... Could have done it the first time. No, I'm not gonna. Also, I realized we, like, hit a very good part of like, a momentous part of the game. It's that I'm starting to get the music from it stuck in my head. Certain ones. Not like that, the Caligula theme, but... This theme? Wait, I should probably heal up first. We're like weirdly unhealed up. Yeah, we're like halfway on CP. Who knows what level this thing is? We might have to like run away.
Whew.
Ooh. Zephyr, deceased. Thanks.
I don't sense any more enemies.
Thanks for the reminder.
looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I'm very upset that we're not going to have a Zephyr face as the thumbnail anymore. Yeah, sure.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Huh. Is he, like, particularly good cooking? We haven't, like, had any sort of establishment of that for the characters yet. Like, are they... who's good at cooking and who's particularly bad? I was the most passionate since Shion talking about eating, rather than cooking. Bonjour.
What?
What do you guys want? Did you come to take me away? No? We're here to shut down and seal off this prison complex once and for all. I'm gonna get rid of this place? You mean I have to leave here? You're telling me you're here because you want to be?
Huh?
You were a snitch, weren't you? Lol. I can tell from the way this guy is acting. You're afraid of someone you ratted on getting payback. You decided to hide here and lay low, didn't you?
That ain't funny.
I only turned them in before they did the same to me. It was self-defense. I shouldn't be punished for that, should I?
Huh?
We were all under that kind of pressure. If you talk to them, maybe you'll be able to come to an understanding. Oh no, I can't just hand myself to them on a plate. They kill me as soon as spit on me. What are you going to do then? You can't hide forever. If I can't stay here, I'll find another place to hide. Like the underground waterway. I bet that might work. Someone so determined to keep running. I don't see why you don't just get out of Sisleton. Because no village will take a total stranger like me. Plus, it's so cold outside the capital. And there's no way I can survive.
Hey!
So you're just gonna spend the rest of your life hiding in fear underground? What kind of way of live is that?
What'd you say?
Shut up, kid. Why do you care so much about how a scumbag like me lives my life? You know, I'm not sure why. But I think if you can find a way to start over, you'll feel a lot better about it. Make it sound so damn easy. Well, it ain't. You remind me of that older guy they broadcast getting executed. He talked a lot like you. I remember him urging people not to be like him. Turn themselves around while they had time. Wouldn't be in this mess if I could. Ask yourself what it is you could bear to lose, he said. Then hold on to it and never let go. Damn it.
That ain't funny.
Why'd you have to go and sound like that rebel? Now I have to get my sorry ass moving again. And you'll... If I go meet the person I snitched on and apologize, you really think I could start over?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're really sincere about it. Alright, I'm gonna trust you, stranger. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. Alright, get out of here, you.
Zephyr's words got through to him. The things he risked his life to say were worth it in the end.
I just hope he got through to others, too.
It might take some...
Girl, don't interrupt this cutscene. Once we open it, we're in for a fight. Are we ready?
time.
Polycephus. That's a weird way to spell Orthos. Is it though? Which one's the weak spot? I missed.
Here's a healing away! First aid!
Now you see what I can do! Take this! Watch this!
Wait, okay, so what's... Stomach? I still have to remember how to play. Yeah, this thing's gonna be a chunk. That's how it's CP right now.
It's over! Get on there with the other! One more!
I'll run you through!
Steering!
Rising Phoenix!
Here goes! Here,
You're
let me
mine.
help. More where that came from.
It's over.
Here's an aid.
Okay, I found a sweet spot.
Take this.
Here we go.
Are Zuko's just like crystal power?
Stay away from my friend.
How did Lol die?
Never miss.
Lol, come on.
That's much better.
Here's
Good to me.
There's an entire
lightning.
reason that I...
Take this.
Thunderblade.
Mirage. Here I come. Take this. Dazzle. Mirage. Eat this. Take this. Lightning thrust. No escape.
Big
Rondo. Mirage. Try this.
Oh, here.
Infernal torrent.
Dragon ship.
Watch it.
I'll be
You're
ready
mine.
for this one.
Take this.
I've let you all go.
You pay for
Lol.
that. No escape. Lightning thrust. You're mine.
Get you all tucked away. I'll bring you back
Rising
from death
Phoenix.
away. Sealed.
Here I come.
Don't mind if I do.
No escape. Eat dirt.
Got it.
You're
Now's our
mine.
chance.
It's over.
No pay for that.
Take this. Law. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Lightning
You're
canal.
right.
Who's generating that lightning? Is it Lol?
Run.
Let the Horseman handle this.
Rising Phoenix.
Here's
You're
a
mine. You're
More
finished.
for They're not playing around. I'm all stocked up. Mega Ray. There with the by the power of water.
It's gonna attack.
Right, watch out. This'll come in handy.
Be
Lightning
still. Take this.
Eat I can do this all day.
Armor won't save you.
Where are you going?
You're mine.
Dance in the wind.
I'm on it.
Here, let me
Southern
help.
wind.
Dragon
down. I'm on it.
Thunderbolt.
Strike. Be still. You're mine.
Let me right.
Mirage.
It's Thunderblade. Thunderblade. Lightning.
Strike.
Downfall.
It's over.
I'm
Lightning
on
thrust.
Mega Thunder Field. Annihilate. Light
I'll
axe
run
raging
you. Here I
cascade.
come. Ignite.
Here's a healing art. First aid. Here goes.
That's right. Take this.
Light
Lunar
axe
Rondo.
lightning canal.
Rising Phoenix.
Into the shadow.
Swallow Blade. Try harder.
Mega Ray.
Here I come. Swallow Blade.
Alright. I didn't hear a cast. Who's using items? I think this needs to be a little less lenient. I'll do this with a TP shortage. Of course, I would do that. Every time. It's because games need to have a consistency on whether or not backing out gives you the option to save or not. Okay.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Lightning thrust. It's too much.
Thunder Field. Dance in the wind. Not on my watch. Here's a healing art.
I'll crush you.
Oh, he used it himself.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Dragon shell.
Here, let me help.
Swallow Blade.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Shattering pieces.
I'm gonna use that.
This should do it.
Lightning condemns.
Oh, we got frozen. Not good.
I hope this medicine works with...
This one I can't hold on much longer.
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Save
This one's mine.
Watch this.
I really need that first aid stat.
Here's a healing.
And I'll use...
Thunder Field. First aid.
gonna need more.
Air drop.
I'm not done!
Is your weak point that?
This comes to an end!
Xion.
I'm on it!
Thunder Blade!
You're mine!
Dragon
Be
Shell!
still!
Raging
Take-
Cascade!
I'm on it!
Ooh, cool. I love that. Very big fan of that when you get stun locked into death like that. I'm really love it. And can you
Take
dodge?
it! Lightning thrust!
Rimmel, please don't die while
Here I come!
Ready!
we're dealing with stuff.
I can't lose! They're not playing around!
I'm not done!
Lightning Orb!
Here I come! Now I can let loose!
I'll bring you back from death to this! It's about to
Here I
strike!
It's on! Look sharp, everyone! Ah, damn it!
Here's the lightning
None of
condemned!
that hurt me.
Thunder Blade!
Not today!
Back into the fray!
I hope this thing is not done!
Raging Cascade!
Dazzle! You're mine!
Lightning!
Mirage!
Sleep now!
Go away! Strike!
We're totally out of things. I thought I used my treat.
Reload!
Luna Rondo!
Lightning!
He's got us!
You're done!
I'm gonna need more. Oh, you are gonna pay for.
Why aren't you recovering? I've got Rinwell. Just heal me.
Do it! Now! This ends now!
Consider
Whatever.
yourself finished.
No XP for lol, I guess. Because everyone had to just keep shooting instead of healing.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
I don't want to hear it, Xion. I set things up perfectly for you to be like, alright, we're gonna get the healing in, we're gonna get the healing done. And you were just like, I'm going to throw grenades. And a banana. I wish jumping didn't slow you down. It feels very fun to do that. Ooh. A lucky bangle.
Looks like some solid equipment.
This is just a replication of what was earlier. The weapons in there. Yeah, they aren't even gone. It's only this that's gone. Okay, what does the lucky bangle do that we went out of our way for that? Increases the chances of enemies dropping items. I mean, you know. I can upgrade it. Alright, we can fast travel now. I went the wrong way anyway. Boy. I mean, I have to go that way.
He finally.
Be fine.
I see.
There was an informant hiding out in there, huh? I have to imagine there wasn't a single soul in this city who didn't hear Zephyr's words that day.
Right.
I think you're right that people have taken them to heart and started to change slowly but surely. We might still have to be cautious right now. It's a new era for this realm and we're still in its infancy. But that change is real and it's taking place little by little. Yeah, I guess that's what my dad said I guess what my dad said really saved that guy's soul in a sense.
Hey,
Maybe, but your pressing him is what made him remember it in the first place. You deserve a lot of credit too, lol. Thanks, Alphen. Anyway, with that Zuko gone, we can now finally seal off that prison. Thank you again so much for making this whole thing possible. And with that Zuko gone, I can leave this place without feeling like I'm missing anything. He has another quest for me. I didn't even look. Oh, I don't know, maybe... a monocle.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Maybe it's something I need to take to the next place.
Hey!
Reagan? I forgot I put the ears on her. Oh, it's you folk. Judging by that look, Breakin', I'm guessing something else has got your goat. Is it that obvious? One thing after another keeps popping up around here. Say, do you guys know about Ulvengado?
Well...
Ulvengrotto? That's the cave system connecting Cagliostro to Sislodia, right? Right. Well, the merchants in Sislodia, want to use it to travel back and forth. To start trading with Calaglia, I'm guessing. They must be pretty rugged if they want to make that trip. For one thing, there's plenty of Zoogles inside there. I'm not sure they've thought this one through.
Right.
Well, run-of-the-mill Zoogles are a nuisance, alright. But apparently there's a giant one causing all kinds of hell. You know, the one that I ignored. I'm trying to put together a hunting party, but the merchants are getting impatient and planning on going on it alone. Huh. I know that look in your eyes, Mr. Huh? You want us to go take care of it ourselves. Said it yourself. It's too dangerous for them to use it right now. I guess I did say that. There's no arguing here. Brigand's always done right by me in the past. I owe him one.
Yeah!
Awesome. So you'll do it then? Thanks, kids.
All right.
Once we can freely navigate Ulvengrotto, that'll put our revival effort into high gear. It is so. There's a good chance that the one in if this quest is after the one I just did, this is a very strong stray in there. So I maybe don't want to bother yet. I did say I was going to do off-stream grinding. I never did that because I had other grinding to do. Grinding in the form of a Sonic. I'm just gonna, I'll leave and come back later. Because honestly, it might even still be too powerful, like, until I'm done the next plays.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I guess cutscenes and, whatnot don't change. I guess cutscenes and battles, don't drain your time that you're cooking bonuses on. We're all old. Rid of that Gale Wing? I kinda don't want to. can buy treats here. Did I just sell that? I thought I messed up. Hopefully I find more items along the way. Alright, exactly an hour of gameplay. Time to go forward with the story. Remember, Shion has thorns. Don't forget it. It may come up and you'll be like, oh right. Find out this new place.
Okay, off we go. Where does that drawbridge connect to?
No idea, but I've seen it get lowered. It can't be lowered from this side anyway, so it's useless to us.
So that means we want to go this way. And if there's nothing down here, that means there's something down here.
This'll be a delicious piece of cake.
Damn it!
Mega Ray.
Take this!
Gemini Aqua.
Stardust! Lunar Rondo!
Hit. Take that. These ones can run rings around us.
Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
I just need them to stop dodging.
Where are you going?
I'm on it! That's freaking done!
We
got the advantage.
Bluffing you really makes
Just
me
have to make
realize.
sure we keep
Makes you don't worry, because Law's on.
I'm not done!
I can carve through armor.
Photon Blast!
Looks like it could be worth something.
A rosemary. Yeah, I was gonna double check on that. There's consumables. Okay. Not a problem.
Get lost! Fires the path, course in this flame!
You picked the wrong side!
Sure
Take
did.
this! Be still! Rising Phoenix!
Here's
Take
a
it.
healing shield! First aid!
Why'd you heal me? Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
Must be something really good down there.
No backing down! Take
You
this!
don't mind if I do.
Be still! I'm on it! Rising Phoenix! It's oath, I'll take you all on!
I'm trying to keep up with a wall!
Win!
Thunder Blade!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Here I come! I'm on it!
Shining
Good!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
No
What she
chance.
said? Eyes on the prize.
This one's
That
all
focus
mine.
goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Do it! Supernova!
Emerald does seem to want to single
Our
him
work
out.
is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Dual Shell Mage Code.
I found some equipment.
Let me...
pretty good.
Take a look at it.
Antidote.
Fires of passion,
Here I come.
and ready.
Big blast!
Sharpness! By the
No
power
escape!
of water! This one's mine! You
Be
got
still!
not done yet!
Talon Storm! Rising Phoenix!
Here's a
My
healing
turn!
arc! Light astral
No
energy!
escape!
Now!
I owe you one. My turn!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Trick. It's a trick trap.
Out of our way!
Take this!
Go!
Flaming
Dragon
Thrust!
sharpness!
I owe you one.
Ready and rare.
Rising Phoenix!
Storm.
This is a win! I'm not so good with airborne
No
targets.
escape!
The tide
My
of battle
turn.
has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Now!
Rising! All yours!
Air thrust!
I need to be stronger.
Phoenix down. I should have never left town. It's scary and hurts to be out here. I'm going home. I got strawberries out of it. On the fishing spot. Multiple fishing
Heck of
spots.
a lot of fish swimming around in this pond, huh?
Are they edible?
Sure, they're edible, but we've got no way to catch any.
We need to fix that.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Let me fucking... Alright, so that guy probably needs our help, right? Probably? Possibly?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I'm not sure. Gordon. Ugh.
What's wrong?
Hey, are you okay? Huff huff. Shion, we gotta give this guy first aid. I'm hungry. Shion, we've gotta get this guy a potato.
Really?
Hey, that's mine.
Ah!
You think I'd stoop so low as to accept a measly potato? Think again.
Sure.
That's how you want to act fine. Starved for all I care. Wait. I haven't even gotten to introduce myself, young miss. I'm Gordano. A man who enjoys food above all else. I have... Oh, he's like gourmet. Gourdet. No. I have come here in search of new and exciting cuisines. To that end, I've come across what appears to be a most exquisite recipe. However, I lack the ingredients needed to make it. I'm impressed nobody ever turned this guy in. Probably not from here. I came so hungry in my search that I collapsed.
Hey,
You should really take this potato though. Forget it. I refuse to eat anything other than what's contained in this recipe.
Right.
You heard him. He's a lost cause. Let's go. I'm not done speaking to you. Could I perhaps ask you to bring me those ingredients instead? All I need are apples and wheat. Find me those, and I'll even teach you my recipe.
right.
We've already got what you're looking for.
Nice work.
In that case, I need you to follow this recipe here and bake me an apple pie right away.
What?
Wait, why do I have to make it?
Hey!
Hurry up and bake it. I had a feeling it was going to be apple pie. Where do we have fire for? I guess we
Well.
have a sort of fire. It's all done. I made enough for Shion too. Oh ho! Looks like it. Look at that beautiful dish. It smells like... smells just as divine too. Now to see how it tastes.
What?
Whoa! This is absolutely exquisite. I'm in heaven. You're a foodie. Aren't you supposed to be more articulate in describing how things taste? But what else is there to say about it? Absolutely nothing. But if you need me to spell it out, it's... Absolutely. We get it. It's good. Alphen, we've got a recipe. Let's get out of here.
Shion,
Shion, wait. What is it? Your clothes are covered in pie dough.
What?
Very nice.
I feel completely and utterly satisfied. I can leave this realm with no regrets. It's time. I leave in search for even greater cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Is this our chef-related type person in this?
boy, talk about a spry old man.
You know what
I can't wait to see him again.
You really liked that apple pie, didn't you?
You know what I haven't started talking about? But first of all, like, so we had a bunch of chefs we
I
talked
hate
to.
camping out.
Little camp out, girl. What is it? Slorgs? Slorgs. We had a bunch of chefs in Fantasia. And what a bunch of Tales games since then did was create a character
Take this!
Don't mind if I do.
You're finished! Be still! Rising Phoenix!
to teach you
You're pissed
Now you see what I can do. We are freaking invincible.
Alphen and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Here I come!
There with the others.
You're mine! Here I go! Be still!
You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
So those are Dan and Astral Arts. Something you want to say? Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the end.
that was loud. I don't know. It's loud to me, so maybe I need to turn it down some. Couldn't hear myself talk over it. Swallow's Flight. We have so much SP. That's the problem. Made her jump. She can double jump. That's like probably useless compared to other things. Reduce art casting to very common. Like that first. That can be very, very useful. Law. But they introduced a character called Wonder Chef, which would appear in random places as random objects that you would talk to, and it would transform into the chef. It would then teach you the new recipe. He really, really needs awakening. Can I finish this? I think I can finish this. Get that bonus. Plus 10 attack. How about you? Often. Damage worse. It's down damage. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. Just getting all that defense, I guess. You need it. Counterattacking. Increase weak point damage. Yes. And Shion. Increase normal attack limit. Cover. I really want something to, like, increase her... to increase her healing art, move pool.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Lol, stop taking damage. We haven't done a good campsite in a while, though, have we? Who could say what we have to catch up on?
I guess even someone as fashionable as you wouldn't know a whole lot about Dan and armor, right?
Not really, no. Like, what's with that scarf? I don't remember that being with any of the armor we found back there.
Oh, well, remember how you told me you thought I'd look good wearing some blue? I took your advice to heart and decided to give it a go.
Oh, I see. Well, it suits you.
Would you say I've learned to spruce things up like you suggested?
I wouldn't go that far.
There has not been a single costume that does not have blue for Alpha. This... These are all skits, but none of them are new. So I haven't missed a single skit, it seems. I can't display part. Yeah, no. Okay. What are we cooking? We're gonna have to have that apple pie, actually.
This came out so good. I almost hate having to eat it.
We still have 2 more characters left to, be introduced to, so maybe one of them suck at
you, Law?
cooking.
Hey, Alphen. When do you find the time to train?
What's brought this on all of a sudden?
It's just, even without the blazing sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right? But I never see you training.
I'd hardly call it a regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day. But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really don't.
Wait, I've got it. It's your armor, right? You channel the extra weight into your strikes and...
It's actually not as heavy as it looks.
So not the armor, huh? In that case...
Just calm down a little, would you? Why are you so fixated on this anyway?
Well, because I want to make myself stronger.
You're strong enough as it is. I almost feel sorry for those Renan soldiers.
It's not enough. I need to keep working to get stronger. I won't allow myself to fail anyone again.
Law?
I'm useless the way I am now. If someone else dies because of me...
Law!
Sorry. Spiraling into self-doubt won't do me any favors. I know that.
None of us are invincible, Law. We're all just getting by, doing the best we can.
That's all we can ask of each other, right? It's as good a place as any to start, I guess.
To start what?
My new training regimen, of course. And what better way to kick it off than push-ups? 1, 2, 3, 4...
I admire your enthusiasm. Just don't overdo it, okay?
Just wait. You'll see how strong I can get.
You see, Alphen,
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine.
now that my dad's dead, you're my dad. Which brings me
I
to
feel
how...
pretty refreshed after that sleep.
I have no idea what anybody's age is. Except that there's implication that Brimwell is less than 21. Or maybe less than 18. I doubt that, but then again, I've been wrong about that in video games constantly. So... I just want to make children be the leader.
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel weary is all. Looking forward to finally getting out of here, you know?
Still beating yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But that's not what I was just thinking about.
Oh?
I never did tell you how I ended up hanging around with the Snake Eyes, did I?
Not properly. All I know is you had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Getting to Cislodia almost killed me. Once there, though, I actually ended up joining a resistance organization, believe it or not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out. And we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never seen such brutality. If I hadn't surrendered...
Law?
I don't know why. They let me live. They made me watch as they butchered my friends right in front of my eyes. I still have nightmares. I hear roars of Zeugles as my friends scream, the snow stained red with blood, and all the while those bastards laughing. I thought that with Ganabelt defeated, I'd be able to put it all behind me. Turns out that was a little optimistic. I was terrified they would kill me too. So I wound up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my old man killed in the process. I wonder if I'm any braver now. What if one day I panic again and end up running away like always?
And leave us behind? You really think you'd do that?
I hope not. But who's to say what I'm really capable of?
Ah! I found you.
Something wrong, Rinwell?
How very perceptive of you. When I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for you.
Maybe tell us next time you decide to stop? We need all our manpower to face these Zeugles.
Geez, okay. I can't help it when nature calls, can I?
Nature? Ew, gross! Here?
Let's make tracks, shall we?
I hope he makes it through this.
You invited him along. He's your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down as it is.
It's not as unforgivable as the shades, but the monocle does change things, the attitude, quite a bit. It's very good.
Why did people dig this path so far underground?
Maybe it was too dangerous on the mountains for them to traverse over them.
So you're saying that before Dana was conquered, Danans made this so that they'd have a way to get through the mountains?
If I had to guess, they might have even lived inside of these once upon a time.
Not like there's any way of knowing now. Not after all our history was lost.
No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen from us by the Renans because they thought slaves didn't need it. And because keeping it around would have made it harder to control us.
It's not all gone. Look at that over there.
What is it? It looks like a broken piece from a dish or something.
Probably. It's true the Renans erased a lot of our history. But if we look hard enough, I think we'll find there's still plenty of it left. But first, we have to win the freedom to even look for it.
We'll win it all right. Then we'll reclaim our history.
Fascinating though, so far. Speaking of dads, Tales of the Abyss.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It's over! Now I can
I'm surrounded!
I don't think I can follow that, actually.
Rising Phoenix! Be careful, everyone.
But I keep bringing up Tales of the Abyss. I keep using music from Tales of the Abyss,
Sia, can you take
except
care
for
of
the one that was
Said and done.
the one from Vesperia that is also in this.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Now. It's over.
Something you wanted to say?
We didn't even start with that
here.
story. It's a very unique Tales story is the thing. And the primary point of view character is a young man named Luke, who had lost his memories 7 years prior to the start and has been relearning himself the whole time. He is nobility, though. His mother is the king's sister.
I guess Messia is the first place we met. Hala.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword. Who would have thought we'd end up on the same team?
You make an odd pair, it's true.
You guys are the odd ones, running with a Renin.
Father's a duke. And his mentor, a man named Van. Think like Zephyr is to Alfie, but what if Zephyr was a manipulative dick? That's Van. He's a great character. Shell shock.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
Alright, so we need both Rimwell and Null to be like full boost gauge for this.
It's over. Ignite.
Thank you.
Try harder.
Here's a healing arm.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
No escape. Shut him down.
You're
finished. Start up.
I'm on it.
Rising Phoenix. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
How'd I get hurt?
Apart for your heart content.
Luke also
I think I'm getting
has...
stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
Luke also has a best friend named Guy, who helps him with sword training. And the whole story starts when Van's sister Tyr
Right, here goes.
infiltrates the manor to assassinate her
Take this.
brother.
It's over. Rising Phoenix.
And
Fires.
I've got this.
Take this.
Let a marksman handle it. Not on my watch.
All yours.
Annihilation.
Luke interferes and what's called a hyperresonance happens when the two of them touch because they're both seven phonists, supposedly.
You are in tip-top shape.
That's a lot of word garbage if you don't like understand this premise of
These
the
little ones are hardly
actual
worth our time.
Less talking, more
world.
Cut them apart for your heart content.
Rising Phoenix.
So let's start with phonons.
Well then, let's keep moving.
It is named after the concept of a packet of sound energy. They are particles, much like mana, which are found in all living beings, and there are 7 different types of them, which determine what element they correlate with. The first phonon, I believe, is darkness? Yes. Let's see if I can remember these. Second phonon is Earth. Third phonon is Wind.
Now you see what I can do!
Be still.
This one's mine.
Rising
Fourth phonon is Fire.
Get toasty.
Burn strike.
Right. Next one.
Now.
Did I say fourth?
Already
No,
on.
fourth is Water.
Back in there
Fifth
to
is
fight.
Glad you have
Fire.
your uses.
Rising Phoenix.
Sixth is
I'll
Light.
show you
What did
how
I
you
miss?
like it.
It's over.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
There should be 6 and then the 7th one.
Not on my watch.
Next. You're mine. Lightning
Now.
Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Darkness, Earth. Darkness, Earth, Wind, Water, Fire, and Light.
There's always room for improvement.
And the 7th phonon is Sound, and it is the rarest of... It's appropriately sound, but it's the rarest of ones to use as magic. Tyr is like a songstress type mage and specializes in the 7th phonon.
Stop you dying?
It's also the healer.
Bet that gel hiding something tasty.
And one of the whole premises of the world is that there's a thing called the score. as in like a musical score,
Armor won't save you!
Here's a healing
Take
dart.
this!
that predicts, it pretty much tells the entire history, past and future of the world.
Seems about right to me.
And only 7th phonists can read it, because the phone stones are made from 7th phonons. Goodness, I'm not doing this justice, that's for sure. So many enemies here. Don't like it.
Out of our way.
Take this!
Where are you going?
It's on! Strike!
Storm! Annihilation!
Rising Phoenix! Burn!
They weren't anywhere near there.
You're mine!
Not on my watch!
It's over! Take this! Dust to dust! Rising Storm!
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Take this! You're finished! Now I can let loose!
Sleep now.
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Here's a healing dart. Someone's feeling lively.
It's over! Someone win! Luna Rondo!
Do it!
Now I'm in the flow! Demons descend! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
I can carve through armor! Flaming Thrust!
This one's mine.
So the big special thing
With this,
in
I can become even stronger.
battle in Abyss, aside from they added the free run ability to what was otherwise Tales of Symphonia style combat. Well, shoot.
I won't forgive you.
Is that if you use an elemental attack like a spell, it leaves behind what is called a field of phonons on the field, and that can augment parts that are used within it.
You made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Maybe there's like a combo art
This is barely target practice.
I can do.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
With Rising Phoenix. I don't really understand what it's doing. I can grab these real quick. They're not bothering, they're just yelling. So when Tyr and Luke interact, they are sent halfway across the world. This is like a one-time thing because of like Tyr was in the middle of using powers and Luke was reacting in sort of like a panic to save Van.
All this walking up and down is a pain.
Yeah, I wish we could just go straight through without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
But Tyr has nothing against Luke, so she's going to do her best to get him back home. And Luke is, effectively 7 years old, so, like, he's a brat about it. And has also just never left the manor, so he
Hey,
doesn't
Law.
know what the world's like.
Back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to. If I'm being completely honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break?
Oh, we were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
Fine then, suit yourselves. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the sun on my face.
We just got here, but I do feel that. Also, like, I had a moment that time where, like, the tables turned. It's actually Alphen's the one who said, actually, I'm the dad now. And it made the monocle fit, like, super well.
When I get in a tussle, I go full force right at him. Whoever makes the first move wins.
I do have to admit, it's quite the spectacle to watch you charge in and go to town on someone during a battle.
Yeah, it was actually my old man who taught me to fight that way. The more I lay the beat down on some baddies, the more fired up my fists of fury get.
Zephyr taught you? Wow. I guess you really are following in his footsteps.
There's nothing wrong with being so focused on offense, but the enemy always fights back at some point.
As long as I don't get hit, it's not a problem, right?
So what you're saying is you're too weak to take a hit.
It's true.
You're not exactly one to talk.
He has gotten blasted entirely.
What were you two talking about earlier?
Earlier? Oh, it was just serious guy talk. You know, the kind that girls don't get to hear.
Really?
Don't mind him, Rinwell. It's just... well, maybe it is a little difficult to talk about in front of women.
Difficult to talk about? Okay, now I really want to hear it. Unless... it's not the creepy sort of guy talk, right?
No! Okay, it's not creepy.
Okay, okay. As long as you're fighting fit, you can talk about whatever you like.
We can move forward. I've put myself in the hubris again of, like, I certainly have time to retie my hair. This is
Do
such
you
a
sense
different...
one of your friends, Hoodle?
Such a different atmosphere as the last two. This is like normal climate. It's gonna be wind. This is some like Xenoblade looking place. Really also kind of Zestiria looking.
We're finally here. Elda Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cyslodia.
Looks like the medium because those were
Unsullied,
not even.
fertile land, as far as the eye can see. That's beautiful.
Is this earth or wind? I can't tell.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just... I was thinking the very same thing.
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Elda Menancia has produced more sovereigns over the years than any other.
Shion! Guess we should probably follow after her, shouldn't we? Hey, you alright, Law?
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. All this green in one place is incredible. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
It's very common for, like, green to be the color of wind element, and then yellow be earth, and then, like... There's also the factor of green is fertile land, that, and, like, more brownish, yellowish is, like, that's leaves floating in the wind. I don't know. Different every game.
We're so high up!
Thanks. Oh.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements of astral energy, and darkness is only on Rena, and light can only be found on Dana, right?
Right. I only remember because my parents drilled it all into my head when I was little.
How did we find out about dark astral energy in the first place if it's not on Dana, though?
Beats me. I couldn't tell you how or when we figured out that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's other stuff we've forgotten along the way, too.
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that knowledge was even forgotten at all, and it's back to square one.
Exactly. That's why we need to take good care of what knowledge and artifacts we still have left.
You really have a thing for old stuff, don't you?
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also something that helps me feel connected to our world.
Connected?
It's nothing. Forget I even mentioned it. I should have guessed that there'd be no way he'd understand. How could he?
He's not on mage. So... who I think it is? No. He's the same color scheme, that hair, that skin tone, but he's not. I really have Dari.
What's wrong?
My buddy got hurt real bad. I can't even move. That's not good. Are they close by?
Huh?
Are you saying you can help them? Shion.
Yes!
They're just up along this path. Please, you gotta help. A healer and her patients. Or why not? Not doing any, like, priority quest right now. Reversing. You might not have enough, though. Do I even have orange gels? My wounds have closed up. You saved me. Please, let me thank you. Should have gave me an orange gel. Tomato. We're busted. We do have orange. Orange. Luke's home is in the capital city of Kimlaska called Batical. And... oh, that was crazy. It wasn't hurt anymore. And they got sent to Hadaru Valley, which was in a place between the two nations of Batical, or Kimlaska, and Malkuth, which are on the brink of war. There's one other person up further ahead. Would you mind taking a look at him? Just a look. Yeah, you'll See what I mean once you find him. Luke is not aware of, like, the state of the world at all, because he's, you know, been busy, learning how to do literally anything else.
I guess we can take this?
What are you wearing, guy? What are you wearing, guy? He's the Wonder Bard. The Swarm Light, might it be? Remember I was just talking about clam tentacles? I was just talking about, Wonder Chef?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. What sorcery is this? Might you be a miracle worker of some sort? It's just a healing art. No, this is no mere healing art at work. Here, I sense compassion flowing through this energy. Passion tinged with just the slightest hint of loneliness, emptiness even. Got you pegged. Alphen, why are you agreeing with him? Keep it up and I won't heal you next time you're in trouble. Sorry, my bad. I see, so this is how true bliss feels.
Hey!
Will you shut up already? Anyway, how'd you get hurt? Did a Zoogle attack you or something? Something to that effect. You see, one of the foul beasts ambushed us and injured my companions. And in my fright, I took quite a tumble and came crashing down.
Just great.
So Zoogle didn't actually hurt you then. Where is it now? Gone? It seems so. After I let forth the most ferocious bellow I could muster, it appeared to have fled in fear. Well, be careful in your travels, you see.
That can't be.
Wait, don't leave just yet. I'm a minstrel who tells many tales... many a tale about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me Wonder Bard. Is there a reason you decided to share that with us? You could tell me... You could tell the very moment that our eyes met. That you... Jeez, I can't read right now for some reason. That the two of you are something special. You're not the most... like most in this world. I'm keen to witness with my own eyes just how this rich tapestry of emotions you two share comes to unfold.
Nice.
Well, no harm in that, I guess. My name's Alphen. Hey, don't indulge this creep.
Very well.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. Henceforth, we are bound by fate, destined to meet one another again. I'm certain things shall only get more dramatic from here. I look forward to the day our paths cross once more. And on that note, I must take my leave. There are others out there who yearn to hear my most beautiful voice. Adios, via Kandana. That was language. Neat. One example of where there was a very unique Wonder Chef was Tales of Legendia, where we had Mimi Baker, the Wonder Baker. And she was actually a Colosseum battle.
Maybe we should have left them alone.
Thanks, Shion.
Why are you thanking me?
For not leaving them. Abyss did not
I
have a
hate
Wonder
camping
Chef.
out.
Yeah, but girl, we have like no TP left. Look at that. So Tyr and Luke.
Why do you keep staring at me, Shion?
Just, what is that wolf on your shoulder?
Oh, this thing? I love it! I got it off a street vendor for just 10 gold.
I don't know if that's something to brag about,
Hey, 10 gold's a bargain if you ask me.
because it wouldn't sell otherwise. It serves no practical purpose. Honestly, I'm surprised you paid 10 whole gold for it.
Shut up!
But the detail is so lifelike. I think you made a good choice, Law.
Really?
I have no idea why you wear it over your shoulder, though.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Right. The button changes. At camping.
87! 88! 89! Oh, shoot!
What the? Is the enemy attacking?
Sorry about that. You're not hurt, are you?
Law? What on Dana are you doing?
What am I doing? Training, obviously. I found these nice and heavy rocks that I decided to strap onto my arms, but I guess I didn't tie them down good enough because they went flying.
So you were doing improvised weight training. You and your crazy ideas.
I can't help it. If I'm not training, it's easy for me to get anxious.
Well, that's fair. Actually, I remember seeing you practicing your forms for some time when we were camping the other day.
Yep. No amount of muscle will do you any good if you don't stay on top of your fighting forms. It always feels good when I know I'm still sharp.
Sounds to me like you have too much pent-up energy.
Don't train so hard that you wind up hurting yourself, Law. I promise you, you're already perfectly strong as it is.
No, I'm not. You never know what we'll run into out there. You can never go into a fight too prepared. And that's the truth. Besides, I won't rest until I know that I'm stronger than you, Alphen.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, I don't plan on letting you beat me. Maybe I'll add some weights to my sword and practice swinging it. That should help out.
Alphen, are you crazy?
You're right. This does make for decent training. Good call with the extra weight, Law.
Right? Now you get it?
Since we've already come this far, what do you say we have a little one-on-one with our rocks strapped on?
Hell yeah! I'm down for that! Just give me a second, I'll be all ready to roll. Okay, I'm all set. Let's do this! Take this!
I'm just getting started.
Our camp is completely wrecked!
Go. You two are cleaning it up.
Yes,
Shion.
There's actually some really good interaction between Alphen and Law. I was not expecting that. Also, if I keep my body moving and my mind distracted, I can keep the anxiety at bay, or whatever, however that quote goes. What do we already have? We already have something. Not gonna. We already have.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Hoodle, come here, sweetie. Woo! Good boy.
What are you doing?
It's flying practice. Hoodle doesn't really like to leave my side, but if I don't make him spread those wings every now and then, they'll start to weaken. It's important he practices. Also, I'm pretty sure he put on some extra weight. Ooh.
Probably because everyone keeps sneaking him snacks when you're not looking.
I knew it! I thought there was something fishy going on. Oh, it's really not good for birds to be overweight, you know?
Oh, really? I'm sorry, Rinwell.
You were feeding him too? You haven't been giving him anything he can't eat, have you?
I'm pretty sure everything I've given him has been okay. Just to be sure, though, why don't you tell me what he can't eat?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Is something the matter?
No, not at all. It's just, for a really long time, Hoodle was the only friend I had. So on the one hand, it makes me really happy to see everyone be so accepting. But on the other, it's a bit of an adjustment sharing him, you know?
Every one of us can see that he's like family to you. I can promise no one's trying to ignore your feelings or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'll talk to the others about it later. Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything.
Warps can happen. Fine. You just need those strong winds.
Another day, another Gald.
Screaming. There's gonna be a cutscene at this bridge. Sorta. Maybe it's just a different region. I don't know.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Just great.
There are too many Zoogles here. Maybe we should avoid them.
Guess.
No, I say we fight them. It'll get our blood flowing and help shake off the weird mood I've been in.
Yeah!
Plus, we all know the only thing I'm good for are these fists. I've got to stay on top of my game, so I don't let anyone down.
Great!
Okay, if you say so, let's do this. Battle chain bonuses. You're still getting tutorials this far in.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Dreams.
So Tyr and Luke failed a carriage, and
You gotta jump for cover, okay?
it went the wrong way from where they were trying to go. It went further into Malkuth.
I'm only getting started.
Severing Titan! Soda!
Storm!
Rising Phoenix!
Searing
Take
flame!
this! Do it!
Shion, astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Magic is there!
Now!
Dragon shell!
Take this!
Freeze!
This one's
mine!
Here I come!
Now!
Stardust!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Still plenty more to clear out. And away we go, another round. You know, like, I think there's just too much
Get in, get out.
of, like, intricate story to go over with Abyss for me to really just review it.
Here I come!
I'm trying to give, like, the premise without, like, full spoiling, the way I did with Eternia.
No escape!
But I know the game way better.
Sion, can you take care of them?
And I remember what's, like, important.
Here I come! Do it! It's over!
But they have to deal with being in the wrong place and finding a way to get Luke back home. They have an encounter with,
We did
Jade.
it!
Damn, you were right. I'm glad we beat up all those Zoogles. It was totally worth it. Right? Even the Zoogles you struggle against, keep fighting enough, and eventually you'll get lucky. I don't believe that. Jade is a leader and a colonel in the Malkuth military. Who has been brought along with Foam Master Guardian Anis to protect the Foam Master, Ion, who leads the religious order at Doth, that Tyr is a part of. Except she's under orders from a different guy who's kind of awful. You can tell just by looking at him that he's kind of awful, so don't worry about that. For one second. Go for it. It'll recover. He's ailment rate. Healing circle. We found it. Maybe that was there for a while and I just didn't notice. Maybe we just got it and I couldn't afford anything.
target practice.
Then why
Please
bother fighting
kill-
them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
There are too many Zoogles and I don't like it. I'm tired of battle. So eventually with all of the shenanigans, they run into...
Hey, would you look at that? Green as far as the eye can see. I think even the Zoogles look a little fuller than they usually do.
They're still Zoogles, just on a fuller stomach. Don't forget, this is enemy territory we're in.
They run into the 6 God Generals, which are supposed to be under Van's order. But it's not what they seem. There's a lot of camp.
I hate camping out.
Do you know? Largo the Black Lion. There's Stink the Tempest. There's Ash the Bloody, who looks suspiciously like Luke. There's Greta the Something. She's Tyr's mentor. Did I mention Van's part of the Dothic Order? Sort of important. So like Tyr and Van and Ion, Anis, the God Generals, they're all part of the same order, and they're all at odds with each other, because it's very complicated. This is on top of the whole, like, war about to break out between Malkuth and Kimlaska. We haven't, and then there's Mew. Mew is a Cheagle. Cheagles are a holy animal of Doth, and they had to get a bunch of tigers out of their forests because they were hungry. I mean, it's important, but it's not important for me to say. Just know that Mew is there, he's a little cute guy, and with this power of the Sorcerer's Ring, hey, Happy Bottle? He can breathe fire, even though he's still kind of a baby. That's new. Both pretty new. Titanium Vambrace, Granite Fang. Ooh. Ooh. Do I have enough gold for all this? That's wind. That's fire. Earth, wind, and fire. Hey. God Generals try to take over Jade's military vehicle. It's a giant land ship. Guy shows up at the very end of that encounter looking for Luke. Helps them out when is most needed. So you get a little bit of like chase after that, but you have your party. Is that a full party at that point? No, we're missing one character. One more character is Natalia, who is the princess
the sound of hammers
of
banging
Kimlaska.
away.
You don't really get her until you get back to Vatical. I literally can't tell you any more about a bit. It needs the context. Yo, this is wild. It needs the context without it being straight up spoilers. I literally don't want to tell you anything more, in case you want to play Tales of the Abyss. But it is very much a coming-of-age story for Luke. Find out what it is to be, like, Noblesse Oblige, you know, that whole thing? Actually, that's the central theme of that freaking game. Like, the entire party is nobility except for Anis. He just happens to be in the Gothic Order. And, you know, taking responsibility for your actions as well.
I can carve through armor.
I'm only getting started.
Here I come! Swallow blade! Wind! Searing gale!
I'll heal you all.
You make quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your set? They've got flyers! Here I come!
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Astral arts?
That's my cue.
Here I come! Shut him down!
One more time!
Mirage! Now! Take this! Mirage!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really
Built
built
for
for
close quarters combat. Nor am I. Don't worry.
Nice miss there, Alvin.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Bizarre Megacore? Yeah, I think it is. We can probably get the thing I just didn't craft. It's the Earth Realm, okay.
You okay? You made a weird sound.
Sorry. I was just thinking how amazing this view is.
What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen mountains and fields before?
Actually, now that I think about it, it's not every day we get to enjoy views like this.
You too?
Yeah. Calaglia has rocky landscapes, but the terrain here is completely different. Like, you see that mountain over there? Doesn't it look like a big wave that somebody turned into stone?
Right? And those ones look like the horns or claws of some giant monster. I'm surprised they managed to stay up.
Yeah. Just be thankful we don't have to pass under them.
Actually,
They won't come tumbling down that easily.
You sure about that?
Menancia harvests earth energy, which explains why the topography is so varied here. It's also why those rocks are bound to be sturdy.
So all that astral energy is also what makes this realm look so lush then? Does astral energy really have that much of an impact on the land?
Yeah. Is that why even that mountain looks the way that it does?
The stronger the energy is, the greater impact it has on lots of things. So yes, like a great big fire.
but these imbalances are too pronounced to be nature's work. It's not how Dana would otherwise naturally look.
If it's not natural, then you mean all of this is the Renans doing?
When you put it like that, even something as nice looking as this starts to feel wrong.
You know how it is with mana, the phonons, with crystal energy, what have you. Oh, you can go down here. Good thing
Is
there's
the
a
blazing
child
sword okay?
here
A
that
little
needs
water's not go-
healing. Thanks, miss. I promise I won't go jumping off bridges anymore like I just did. Thanks for the carp. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Let's talk about what the characters do, what their combat style is. Luke, as I think I've just said before, is a fighter-type swordsman. So, remember Kless had, like, 2 different sets. Stuff that would be more fitting of someone who uses an axe, and stuff that's more swift swordsman style. Guy is the swift swordsman of the group.
I see a village over there.
The people working in it look Danon.
Look at these fields and all this livestock. Am I crazy for thinking these people seem to have it pretty easy?
What the hell is going on here?
Devil Wing.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Maybe. So Guy's the one that has a lot of the more common. What is normally there? Funny. What if I gave you the wolf here? No, I don't like it. That's kind of fun. The animals. Horses again. Is that a person? Oh, it was a person. I didn't even see them. Tyr, like I said, is a songstress type. She has magic for each, like big magic for each phonon. Or the phonic hymns. On top of that, she has a bunch of knife throwing attacks and a lot of light magic on top of her healing arts. And they're more multi-enemy, multi-person, multi-party member healing arts, while Natalia is an archer who has more single party member healing arts. Like, they both have first aid, but she has heal and cure, and then Tyr has healing circle and revitalize. And nurse. Fast travel point added. Can't even talk to these people, that's the weird part. I could talk to the people, I missed one. So many options. Went to a random ranch, I guess. Annis is so weird because she's the monk type character. She's also a caster. The way she fights as a monk is she has a doll that is phone tech, and it grows in size, and she fights while riding on top of the doll. It's like a big, like, cat-like monster type thing. And then her arts are light and dark element, mostly. But offensive. Then
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Jade is
Maybe
the
there's someone around here who needs our help.
guy on the ground. I don't know if they need it. Jade is the magic user. He also has a spear, though. But he can't really do anything with the spear compared to the magic. He's the big magic user. Hey, mister, are you okay? If I was okay, I wouldn't be lying here now, would I? Yep, just about. Well, at any rate, I sure can't move. Maybe this is some sort of sign. Say, kid, mind hugging off this old geezer?
All right.
What do you have in mind? I was hoping you could bring me back home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? I can do that. We were just heading towards... No, not that way. My house is in the opposite direction from the city.
Good grief.
It is? Oh, well, we've come this far. I guess I'll get you back home.
Very nice.
Just to know there are still some good souls in these trying times. I see a lot of promise in you, kid. And it's nothing special. Just trying my best, old man. I should mention, my back hurts too. Can I ask you to carry me as well? I mean, what else would he be asking? Take him home? Like to walk him? No. He wanted to be carried. Like a princess. Huff huff. What, tired already? I expected better from you. Still, I appreciate it, kid. If you hadn't come along, I'd have been Zoogle food. For long.
I guess...
Don't mention it. Still, you're heavier than you look. What the heck do you eat, old timer? Ah, good question.
Yes.
Name's Bogdal. I run this here ranch, which always keeps my old stomach full, if nothing else. A ranch?
I don't believe this.
You don't know what a ranch is, boy? Where do you think all the food you eat in town comes from? Point being, folks like me, are the ones who apply the food everyone eats, both Danons and Renans alike. Anyway, I owe you a little something for helping me get back here in one piece. You don't have to do that, it's fine. Oh, hush. I need to figure out what... I don't got a lot of spare around here, you know? I know. You can make use of this here ranch as much as you like. This livestock here will be all yours. Heck, I'll even help look around after him. How's that sound? That's a doggy.
Huh?
That's nice of you to offer, but I don't know the first thing about raising animals. You'll be fine, trust me. You got a face of that animals will love. I'm sure you'll take good care of them.
Really?
Is this really happening? So there's a ranch in. Interesting. Raise livestock for cooking ingredients. Livestock come under attack by stray googles. Mice can also get into the barn. Keeps livestock from growing. Post a guard dog to lower the rate of stray noodles attacking. Post a guard cat to lower mice rate. Seems like the kind of thing I would have by default. Caretaker law. That's for sure.
Who would have thought we'd be raising animals in a place like this?
Since we've decided to stop, we should make use of the opportunity.
Do you mean me?
It doesn't matter who.
Raising animals to be happy and healthy is to give them a lot of love. They always respond well to kindness. Animals are sensitive to change in their environment, so make sure to look after them good so they don't get scared. Oh. They're already on. Okay. Did we win? Can we talk to Cat? Not talk to Cat. Dog. Well, we can talk to Dog. There's a lot to say.
Here, boy! Want to go for a walk?
I think that the cat did say something. Yeah, it was a very brief meow. What's going on over here? That's a load of bull.
I can't believe we actually raised this.
All we did was put it here.
You're pretty charming for a pig.
You should be friends with Hoodle.
Right. Well, that was wild. Where was I with Tails' characters? I was with Jade, with his big magic. He learns indignation. That's all you really gotta know, I guess. That's the level of big magic I'm talking. That's everybody. Is it weird that I don't know what to say about my favorite Tales game? We got rat
I think
pigs.
Hoodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
These are rat pigs. They're a whole thing in Tales of the Abyss too. The Emperor of Malkuth has like 6 of them that are pets. But also they're at the farm place. How it makes it actually pretty weird that I have regular pigs at my ranch now. Where did we come from? There's the city. That's where we're going. This is a place we can go. Maybe. I don't really want to go all the way back. I just fast travel. I don't think I could go there. Alright, let's just go forward. The main conflict. I think the main conflict is that the score rules people's lives, and nobody, a bunch of characters aren't happy about that. Because the score also includes how the world ends, and they don't want that. It includes tragedies. This is bizarre. The Malkuth Imperial Capital. Think this city, but water instead of green.
Look, Renan soldiers.
Do the Renans control this city? I've never seen so many of them in one place before.
No. Look at the cores on them. These people are all Danans. They're slaves.
If they are, they're awfully well dressed.
And they're smiling, too. Something weird's going on here.
Forgive the intrusion, but if I'm not mistaken, you're newcomers to Elda Menancia, yes? Please, you have no reason to be alarmed. My name is Drashin. I work at the Department for Welfare.
Department for Welfare?
We work to support the day-to-day living of all citizens. Welcoming newcomers to the realm is a part of our job, albeit one we rarely have the pleasure to perform.
Let me guess. We get a free pair of shackles as a welcome gift.
Perish the thought! Your trepidation is perfectly understandable, but I assure you, our way is quite different. In the past, this realm was no different from any other, and run by a rather merciless ruler. But all of that changed once His Excellency, Lord Dohalim, assumed power 7 years ago.
Dohalim?
Really?
Under him, for the first time in our lives, we Danans were treated with the respect we deserve. Lord Dohalim is adored by Danans throughout the realm, and we serve him with gladness.
Am I hearing you right? The Danans here willingly serve a Renan lord?
Please, see for yourself. You're free to go anywhere you like. Just ask if you should need anything.
What is it? Spit it out.
It's just, we came here to free everyone.
Uh-huh.
But the Danans of this realm are all happy to serve Dohalim. Are there any walls that even need tearing down?
Who cares? That just makes our path to Dohalim that much clearer.
I guess, but...
Still, Drashin said we should check things out for ourselves. Maybe we should look around a bit, see what we learn.
So it does not sound like...
Everyone is all smiles.
I've never seen a city so lively before.
It doesn't sound like Shion has insight on that. At all. I mean, I guess she was expecting Flagly and Sislodan. I remember you. Do you need anything? What is this place? This is Vicent, capital of Elda Menancia. I'm gonna call it Menancia. I didn't call it Orba Calaglia, did I? A beautiful, verdant, peaceful city full of life. The most beautiful landmark is Altalina Palace, the manor of Lord Dohalim. His policies have ensured that we can live our lives free of oppression. Do you need anything else? It's pretty bustling here. It sure is. This is what sets this city apart. We're still technically slaves, but we get paid fairly for our work. That means you're not? But I guess the definition here is that you have the astral energy being taken, siphoned from you via your core? Whatever they're called? I don't even remember. I don't even see people with them anymore because everyone wore gloves in Sisloden. So everybody's happy to work. The marketplace is booming, and worries about the food or lodging come from are a thing of the past. I'm starting to, like, fail to see what the message of this story is. It's all the result of Dohalim's reforms. Now then, do you need anything else? You must be tired after along on the road. Go up the stairs behind me and you'll find an inn straight to your right. They've always got a baker girl out front, so it should be hard to miss. The beds there are great, so I highly recommend staying there at least once. This is... I think they're missing.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
This is all Bao. Look at this freaking dress. We gotta buy something for that guy back in Claglia. Excuse me, sir. You appear to be strangers to these parts, yes?
Right.
Yeah, we came here from out of town. Why? I apologize for the sudden proposition, but you wouldn't happen to have any granite fangs on your person by any chance, would you? I needed them for crafting, and I didn't have them. They come from the tusks of boar zoogles that you can find outside of town. Oh, the ones that I fought once and then avoided otherwise. Looking for zoogle tusks? How come? You make weapons out of them?
That can't be.
Oh, nothing like that. You see, those tusks change color when they detect poison. Even utensils made from those tusks are quite popular at Altalina Palace, so I was hoping to stock up on more of them. What, is someone worried they're being poisoned? Rena is a society that respects its hierarchy. It's hard for me to imagine someone actually trying to poison a noble. Says the one trying to overthrow lords. Likewise, I've never heard of such a thing taking place. However, it's tradition at the palace to offer the tusks as such as curios. I tried to ask the guardsmen for their assistance, but they unfortunately appear to be occupied with more pressing matters. Hence, if you happen to have any granite fangs, I wish to ask you to hand me 4 of them. See what we can do. Sorry, we don't have any right now. You said they come from Borzoogle fangs? Correct. If you could bring me some, you'd be doing me a huge favor. I promise to compensate you for all your effort. Having a thought when we first entered this place. Like, it's... a lot of, like...
They've made cutlery out of zoogle fangs? What a waste.
How so?
They'd make great weapons.
A lot of, like, holding on to the past has been a theme for this, but... it's so peaceful. Sure is. Do you think Lord Dohalim will stay here forever? We have, like, an extreme difference. Like, this is the vibe of... this is, like, we're still considering these to be slaves, but this is literally also not slavery. Aside from the fact that it's foreign rule, which is... there's a different term for that. Compared to, like...
what's this thing?
Glaglia under Balsef, which was, like, the most brutal example of slavery. That's a baker. What's this? Is that a tired-looking customer I see? Find the perfect inn right behind me. While you're out here waffling, you could be resting in one of the beds. Most soothing beds you will find in town. Huh. Pretty good on health, though. Got... why are you starved? Hey, guardsman, shouldn't you be working? Oh no, it's like in the realm you come from, but here in Menancia, everything's peaceful. There's zero chance of anything bad happening. Oh yeah, thanks to the Lord, life is nice for all of us. Yeah, see? More than just us. Anyway, there's also the guardsmen. Nothing's gonna break if I slack off. Nonetheless, the reason the city's so peaceful is because you Renin soldiers are around. All the young kids idolized you. Wow. Wow. So don't shatter their illusions, please. You've got a silver tongue, mister. Fine, I'll make this drink my last. This is so... I don't know how the other realms just, like, exist this way compared to this. That's what I want to do. Hoo-hoo. Oops. Went too far. I take it you folks are all travelers. It's so wonderful to have you all here.
I guess.
Really don't bat an eye at us being together, do you? Even though we have a Renin with us? Are you surprised? I suppose it might not be a common sight elsewhere in Dana. But here in Vicent, it's part of everyday life. Hey, if you want to visit this place, do we keep going this way?
Sure.
Yes, that's exactly right. They had to get rid of Zephyr before we could come to a place like this. Like, that's, like, kind of the weird part about it that's striking me. Although, if you ask me, the training grounds might be more up your alley, since you all appear to be of that persuasion. Training grounds, you say? Is that code for some kind of arena where you make complete strangers fight and kill one another for sport? No, absolutely not. It's nothing terrible like that. The training grounds are what they sound like. It's true that years ago, there used to be some gruesome place where slaves had to fight each other, as well as vicious Zoogles. But when our current lord, Lord Dohalim, came to power, one of the very first things he did was put a stop to such an awful spectacle. You telling me a Renin lord did that? The place was then refurbished and reopened as a proper place to train, like it's known for these days. Mainly designed to be used by the Audamencia Guard. But it's open to anyone who wishes to use the facilities. Anyone? Even Danon?
Sure.
Of course, the arena is far too punishing for me. But if you're looking to hone your skills, I recommend pay it a visit. Like, this is the kind of, like, exchange Zephyr was looking for, but seemed completely out of reach with the other two realms. And now the characters need to figure that out without his, guidance. Why are you in a bucket?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Probably.
Everyone walking the streets looks so calm and happy. I guess it really is true they don't treat Danons as slaves here.
Did they actually somehow achieve equality here? And if they did, why? To what end?
Something here doesn't feel right, even though they sure want to act like it does.
What is going through that Lord Dohalim's mind, I wonder?
What do you know, Rinwell? Oh, there's so many stars. That's the same model of the guy.
Okay!
I gather you guys came here along the highway, yeah? You didn't happen to run into that thing along the way, did you? What thing? Talking about the huge Zoogle that flies around the skies, occasionally dropping down to attack both people and Zoogle alike. It attacks even Zoogles. Now that's something you don't meet every day. Yeah, the guy's really something. Even the uniforms, they have a hard time dealing with it. Even the uniforms here have a hard time dealing with it. And even tried to put a bounty on it to sweeten the deal. You know what? I'm just gonna say what I say. You could say. But everyone's just about giving up on it.
Got it.
In that case, we'll handle it. Sure, we'll find a way to get rid of it. You really think you have what it takes? I mean, we all look capable, don't get me wrong, but we got this, don't worry. As a matter of fact, we've got someone here who can practically shoot down flying Zoogles with her eyes closed.
Just great.
You mean Shion? I don't think she's going to appreciate you volunteering her for this. Well, if you think you can handle it, that'd be great. You'll find it flying around Treslida Highway. Normally I'd leave you alone, but if it sees fight break out, that's when it swoops down to cause trouble.
Well,
I mean, the only way to attract its attention first is if we fight some other Zoogles first. That's why it didn't show up. You got it. It's a pain in the ass to be sure, but a clever pain in the ass at that. Well, we're off to go hunt it. We better have that bounty ready by the time we get back.
Right.
Of course, I'm man of my world. Happy hunting. The weird thing about, like, I'm feeling like Alphen and Flaw have some very good chemistry going on. Like, there's
what
a
are you gonna use the
distinct...
prize money for?
What else? Eating until my stomach bursts.
That sounds right up Shion's alley.
Like, you had the initial conflict between Shion and Rinwell. And other than that, it's just sort of like passing comments in battle. Of complimenting... mostly Shion complimenting Rinwell, honestly. They haven't really picked back up on what their relationship is like. The gate over there is locked down at the moment. There's no going through it. Not like anyone wants to go through anyway. The room it leads to is dangerous. Gate? Which gate? The wind gate? Oh, go there. Orc. Oh, we got another person on the ground.
Somebody's watching us.
Oh, it's Gormando.
Maybe there's someone around.
That's not what he's called. Gordano. He should be called Gormando.
What's wrong?
Hey, are you okay? Wait, are you that foodie we ran into before, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, why hello there, Blazing Sword. I haven't seen you since we were in Ciclodia. Needless to say, I'm hungry. Again? Well, I'll give them in some of those mushrooms you just picked. Ah, you never learn anything, do you? And just what sort of wretched fungus are you trying to stuff down my throat? I don't know, I think they're pretty good.
How?
I wish I had your unfounded courage, my boy. Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm here visiting on important business. Though careful investigation and some sneaking around, I've acquired a top-secret recipe from none other than the palace itself. However, I'm short on ingredients. Could I ask you all to procure what I need once more?
Huh?
Back it up a little. What was this you said about sneaking around? Before I answer that, tell me, do you enjoy meat? Oh yeah, I do. Who doesn't? Well, I saw the recipe I pilfered was none other than beef stew. A first-rate dish that is all about its meat.
Hey!
So you did steal the recipe, what is what you're saying? So what if I did? Who cares? Now what do you say? Will you gather what I need or not? Alphen, I'm pretty sure this guy's breaking the law. Who fucking cares at this point? What are you gonna call the fucking cops on him, Law? Oh. Fuck. It's breaking the law. He only uncovered a recipe from the palace. I don't think that makes him quite a criminal. You know, fucking rat him out to the snake eyes or something? Precisely, I simply took what I learned from those snake eyes I saw in Ciclodia and put it to use in the name of fine cuisine. Am I really hearing this? What I need is meat and potatoes, as well as mushrooms and tomatoes. You get those for me, won't you?
Got it.
Right, we'll be back with those ingredients.
Yes.
But I understand there's a ranch here in Eldom Venancia. You can see what you can find.
Huh?
You already know there's a ranch here. Why don't you just visit it yourself? Because I can't well try and sneak off with a cow on my own now, can I?
Hey!
Who said anything about stealing a cow? I'm kidding, boy. I'm merely too hungry to be walking around right now. Don't take too long now. Or I'll die. I'll die from starvation and it'll be all on your hands.
Why are we humoring this old man again?
Because there's no way I'm passing up a top-secret palace recipe, okay?
Well, there's a surprise.
Oh, look at that. My meat has reached maturity. The Renan armored soldier's job is to uphold the order of the city. The guardsmen can't hold a candle to us. We're not like those other insurgents. We're under orders to keep this gate sealed. Not like there's much to see before you reach the next realm over. Anyway, just a little pond. I think that pond might be important. Did all those people move here? That says, that people used to have to carry lots of heavy and dangerous stuff. I don't know if I believe that. I can't imagine that kind of stuff ever happening here. Baby! There's multiples left. Would have just took one path. I see. The guardsmen. Is that their hair or a helmet? I can't tell. Up ahead, you'll find the grounds of Altelina Palace, Manor of Lord Delhorn. Free to go near it as you like, but please mind your manners. Num num. I've got these flowers to grow nicely, and they're pretty for Lord Dohun. Oh. I feel like we just have to let this digest and go do some side quests. Speaking personally. This is a loop. I get some beef over here. I'll find out what my freaking... Apparently I'm gonna be slaughtering animals. My ranch. Here's amazing. Amazing. Oh, we are just like in like a crater, huh? Interesting. Guess there isn't just random beef over here, like map said it would be. Feels like I don't need to be in this armor here, though, so I'm going to put this back. Just... Your armor rocks, big guy. Let me wear it. Our armor is certainly something even Dan like you could wear. You need to grow into it first. I'll work hard and grow big and strong then, promise. That's the weirdest part to me. Idolization of those soldiers. Yet they have the same uniform across all the realms.
Off we go.
Rat pigs. Look how big the rat pigs are. I raised are. They're gonna get even bigger. I want a rat pig. Oh wow, it's already almost 5:30. Raising animals to make them expert. Following livestock has reached maturity. Chicken. I obtained 5 chicken. I guess I have eaten the chicken. I wanted the eggs though. It's so weird. Guess I just... I wonder if, like, there'd be symbol over them if they're scared and need talking to. Oh, hello. I've generated more cows, I think, is the case. Am I going to be allowed to, get milk? Okay, good. Try to talk to my chickens before I slaughter them next time, I guess.
I wonder if something happened.
I understand your concerns, sir, but we've got our hands full with other matters. We'll try and take care of it as soon as we can get to it. We appreciate your patience.
Hey!
As soon as you can. I can't afford to wait. Don't you understand? Everybody's going to be in deep trouble if you don't get on this.
What's wrong?
What's the problem? Sounds like you're dealing with a serious situation here. Huh? You could say that. My farming equipment's all ruined. A band of Zoogles are behind it. Pesky varmints. They're using Earth Astral Energy, or whatever you call it, to make the metal of my equipment rust up.
Why is this happening?
I can't fix rusted equipment. How am I supposed to harvest my crops now?
Huh?
If it's just the Zoogles you're dealing with, can't the Renans here scare them off? These ones are untamed. Even the Renans are helpless to do anything about them.
Damn it.
If something isn't done soon, the yield of my fields is going to be worse than awful. That's a way to put it. Renancia might be doing well these days, but that's down to farmers like me who help maintain our food supply.
I guess.
I can definitely understand why this is a big problem, yeah. I know it's what it's like to have to go without food. You do too, right, Law? Yeah, it's pretty miserable when you go hungry. I'm sure plenty of people in this realm remember what it's like all too well. I don't want to have to see them suffer that again.
Got it.
Why don't you let us take care of these Zoogles? We can't just stand by and let people starve.
What the?
You do that? You're a literal lifesaver. I just hate that the guard and armored soldiers aren't handling it like they should.
Yeah.
When people's abilities to eat is at stake, you can't sit around waiting for people to act. All's right, we'll fix this. You wait here while we get rid of the Zoogles. No.
Do Zoogles just go after anything that looks remotely like farm equipment?
Beats me. Let's just focus on ensuring they don't make matters any worse.
By the way, why do you keep looking over yourself?
Huh? Oh, no reason. Don't worry about it.
Wet. Got some sage. Good. Alright, that's the bridge I jumped off of. Okay. I think it's time for me to wrap up. Very much like we got like one story beat going on. It's a doozy. Other than that, it's mostly like side quest city happening. So I think that's what I'll just pick up on next. Here at the bridge. This is a good place to end it. Alright. Take another look at that art. I'm just so happy that it's presentable. It's not finished yet, but like, I don't know how I'm gonna finish it. Maya being at the front of the party is probably an issue because she's so tall. So maybe I'll switch her and Sonia. I don't know. That's all for now.